And here I am, back again. Bouter Dwarf with the Dwarf-Elvish man and woman. Good and well fed with fish sticks. I am now looking for another round of Dwarf Fortress. Okay, let's see. He's still producing wooden doors. Who is idling? Who is idling? Silphone is idling, but Silphone is our planter. And you see this? Yes, you see it. The plants are in. Not really, but the room for the plants is in. And we will build a few farm plots. Number 1. And number 2. By the way, this room alone is enough for like 50 dwarves. So don't worry about food so much. Oh. Yeah, what you should worry about is if you misclick and you build a road instead of farm plot. Okay, let's increase this one again. Another farm plot. Yeah, so this is silty clay. So normal plants will not, I repeat, don't even try, they will not grow on it at all. So go straight for the mushrooms. And this is what we are going to do here. I think Silphone is going, yeah, Silphone is going straight in. Starting the farming. So I can put up my first zone for gathering fruit. And my first zone for water. Yeah, don't need to set up fishing, because we have this fine brook here. Don't need to worry about it at all. Alright, let's see how my diggers are digging. I don't see them digging. Where are they? Diggers! I think they are sitting around. And this is your wagon acts as your main meeting hall, as long as you don't have a real meeting hall. So that's why your diggers will just sit in there and drink and eat and sleep. By the way, they could be sleeping. No, they are digging. They are digging their thing, so to speak. Always keep in mind that you will have a lot of foot travel in between these areas. So you want to make them at least 3 wide. I make them 4 wide sometimes. This time I only did 2, but I will do it 4 at some point. Just because otherwise your dwarf will just step it onto each other's toes. And you don't want that to happen. Why is this weird graphic bug sometimes? Do you see that? It looks like milk jugs until I click it. I think it's like, yeah, it's saving it from here and then putting it up here for some reason. Okay, I need to keep that in mind. Oh, I've struck hematite. Hematite is a gem. And gems are actually pretty helpful right now. Because as you remember, we need to sell stuff. And if I'm doing furniture, I can put gems on them. And it will make them a lot better. So, next thing. Creating a stockpile here for, where is it? I think it's under food. And block all. And the only thing allowed, of course, are seeds. And we're putting seeds in here. Put up a door here. Decrease the numbers of rats that will try to infest the place right away. By the way, when you're putting up doors, the better the door is, it's not only that like people are more happy with well-crafted doors. It also takes enemy attackers longer to break them down. So if you have a good carpenter, that's actually worth a lot. By the way, worth a lot. We can put up the first workshop, and it will be not a farmer's workshop. I don't need farmer's workshops right now. I don't have animals I can work with. But I can put up a Crafts Dwarf's workshop. Do that here. I don't want to put up the bowyer yet. I will keep it in mind. The doors are being brought back here. Oh yeah, these are ready, and we will plant plump helmets all year on this one, plump helmets all year on this one, sweet pots on spring, sweet pots on summer, and in autumn I want cave wheat and more plump helmets in winter. This one is for quarry bushes. And, you guessed it, plump helmets. No, wait a second, dimple cups. I can turn dimple cups to alcohol. So, this one is for dimple cups and pigtails. Pigtails are like cotton. They are like cotton mushrooms, so to speak. I can weave them, press them into sheets and then weave them and then turn them into clothing, which will be helpful. I have this feeling that they are not digging because I marked it earlier. Let's make sure everything here is unmarked and then give the dig again. Here and there and everywhere. So I can dig out the whole thing. It's not looking that bad anyway. Okay. Put a hole in here. Remove this. Please dig this. Ah, what do we have here? No, I want you to really dig it up. Was this also on a marker? Don't think so. I think this is really getting ducked. Dicked? No, ducked. Duggan. English is a weird language sometimes. Okay. Yeah, this is like weird holes here. I think that it should be like that. I think the markers are a bit off. Okay, all my docks are up here. I'm going to put all my docks in this area here, and then I put in a kennel there. So I can make sure that by winter I will have some puppies. And I will train them to be war dogs. And we will see what we get in migrants, but if we have a good animal trainer, because I don't want to start an animal trainer for someone right now. Also, I want to really activate architecture for everyone. So they are building stuff. Right? Yeah, I don't want to have like a bad animal trainer and then a really good one arrives and then I will have a bad one forever. And animal training isn't that important. It will be at some point. At one animal trainer I can like train 30 animals at once. Basically what he does is he takes them to the training grounds, he gives them a bit of food, plays with them for a while, and then he puts them away again. And that can be difficult if you're trying to train crocodiles and snakes. But if you're just training dogs, it's not that much of a deal. Here, everywhere silky clay, and silky clay, water goes through it. So, I bet you, if I would dig down even one layer, I would straight up hit water. Actually, we can try it. Yeah, see that? The blinking? That's because it's damp. Damp, rough-hewn conglomerate wall. Look up what conglomerate is, if you don't speak English. It's like little pebbles. And it's filled with water. So we have water straight here. It's like one floor below us. So it looks like everyone is doing what he should do, but I would be really happy if they could start digging out these areas. Right now they're digging out the church. Cannot disagree with that. Okay, I think we have enough doors. By the way, totally forgot about deactivating the doors again. I think I got into the wrong menu. New deals. Tables. Table, table, table. Chair, chair, chair. Chair. After that, everyone will get a chest and a wardrobe for them to put their stuff in. Then I will deforest the upstairs area and then keep these ramps, because enemies can, like right now, if enemies would spawn on the best, they will run right. Oh, do you see that? Bees! Honey bees! That makes me happy, because that means that I can have a beekeeper, and if I have a beekeeper I can keep bees, and I can do ale and meth and a lot of really tasty things with it. This is good. This is really, really good. Generous. This is a nice thing, a nice map. If you want to play Dwarf Fortress, I can give you my save file and you can play it yourself, like exactly this thing here. Oh, fish. Nice fish. Downward slope. What fish is it? Salmon. We have salmons in the river. Great. Also, it's just a brook, like there are stones everywhere, so you can just pass it, so I don't have to worry about my dwarves drowning. unless I dig it right into it. Basically, diggy. So, as I explained, there is a layer that is called an aquifer. It's like groundwater, and it's like a layer like this one right here, with all the conglomerate and other stuff, and only that the other one is just filled with water. Just this one, you can just see it. If I dig in here, it will just be water pretty fast. So now you have to imagine that I have to dig into it, and if you put a staircase straight down, of course the water will just flow down the staircase, and because it's everywhere, because it's groundwater, it will never stop. So what you have to do is you have to pump out the water from one area, remove the conglomerate, put the real walls in there, and do it on all the sides, and make it big because you want dwarves to travel through there, and then you can put up your fortress below it. So I would like just go below here, then I will be here, maybe it's all still water, maybe one deeper, and then I can build my whole fortress in this dark area. But it will of course be like then, like just it will just look like this, only that it will be have more stones. And my idea is to go down here through the aquifer, build my main fortress below the aquifer, then build a tunnel straight down here, and then I will build a fortress, a second fortress so to speak, up here. Oh, more bees. Bees! I will put my second fortress up in here somewhere, and so that it just comes from the ground. I can put walls all around it so no one can enter, and even better because I have like a second still there's a layer of aquifer here somewhere, so if they manage to break into this fortress then, or into this fortress, I can build it in a way that if I pull a lever it will just push all the water into the area that I wanted to, so like I can draw on all attackers, and I don't have to worry that they will come around and kill all my dwarfs in my main living area. Because these elves, man, they have a respect for nothing. They will kill children, they will kill everyone they find. And I would like to keep that from happening. Zilaf is already planting. It is now summer. And our first stockpile got dug out, finally. So let's put a stockpile on it. So what do we want on here? We want not food. We want furnitures, corpses, refuse, stone, not refuse, ammo, coins, bars, gems, finished goods, leather, cloth, wood, weapons, traps, armor, and sheets. Up in here. Here we only want finished goods. Furniture and finished goods on everything that is above well crafted because we want to sell this shit. Too bad we cannot trade with elves. I could go for peace with the elves, but I will not. I will roleplay this through and through. And look at this! Hound has become a carpenter, which is nice. Okay, wooden tables. Yeah, everything is working out as it should. Okay, so let's start putting up some tables up here. So we have a dining area. Tables, more tables and more tables, and some chairs. There should be chairs ready. Only 2 of them, but that will change soon. Okay, now I can build a kitchen. We don't have a lot to cook with yet. So right now my dwarves are eating the stuff I brought with me. But soon they will have to have prepared meals, because everything if they read all raw stuff all the time, they will get sick and sad, because no one wants to have that happen. So yeah, there's that. Sorry for not talking so much. You have to keep in mind, English isn't my native English. English isn't my native English, yeah. English isn't my native language, as you might can tell. It's really hard to play a game that demands such a high amount of brain power while trying to keep talking. Fishery. H. Okay, persimmon logs in there. Check if my microphone is still working. It is. That makes me happy. So our food production is starting to begin here. Would be nice if they actually would finally start to dig out this thing here, so I can put up my food items in here. What are they digging right now? I think they have everything. By the way, everything. Why can I said that? Yeah, forgot about that. No wood. Of course not. You don't want the wood to be brought in. It should lay around out there, because this is where we actually need it. Once he is done, like in half a month, I will deforest everything here. We built the ramps. You have to imagine like these little triangles. They are actually upstairs ramps that are going up here. So if he steps here, he can go up here. So that's the way it works. And I want to remove all of that. I want to put up a wooden palisade along here. And Jobby runs into the first problem. We don't have anything to make drinks anymore with. This is alright. That means he has turned every single thing he could turn into drinks. He turned into drinks. So exactly what I wanted. What was I talking about? Yeah. I want to put a wooden palisade here. Till we have the moat. This will all be water at some point. And there will be a drawbridge crossing over here. And I talked about it. I think I'm going to put the tavern at some point here. Attract humans if they want to become mercenaries. I'm alright with that, because then I can put like a human enclave in here. And humans have sorry, I just looked at these dogs because they look different. They're pit bulls now. Interesting. Anyway, humans actually don't get nauseated by the sun. Which is a problem that my dwarves have. If I put my dwarves too long underground, they will get nauseated by the sun, and that can happen pretty easily. If I click here, it will tell you this is outside in light and above ground. If I click here, it's inside dark and subterranean. And if they keep in inside areas that are dark, and they get out again and look into the sun, they will get nauseated. Some guys even don't want to go out, and they will be scared all the time. And of course they won't be really able to fight. And yeah, so sometimes a goblin army knocks on your door and builds up in here, and you cannot even run out and destroy them before they mess up, because your dwarves don't want to go out. They just want to fight there in the dark. Thank you very much. And you don't want that to happen. That's why it's always good to have some human mercenaries. They will die pretty fast, but that's what they are there for, right? It's also good to have some mercenaries to check if a beast spawns to see if they are poisonous, if you know what I mean. Alright. Why is no one building the Craftsdwarf workshop? Because my only Craftsdwarf is doing other stuff right now. Huh. Yeah, I need another Craftsdwarf. What is Jobby doing? Jobby is brewing. Damn it, I really need him to brew. So Sinnersykes is carrying around stuff. Oh yes, Sinnersykes actually can... I will make you my fisherman. Fishing, fish cleaning, fish dissection. Sounds about right. Zilef cannot plant because there isn't anything to plant. So you are also getting crafting. And you should already have this thing here activated. Yes, you have. Okay, my diggers will also become masons. At least Bauta will. I will wait a bit with Shackle. Oh, Shackle is already a mason. Okay, good. Good thing. Good thing to know. I will wait. See, we have 2 idlers. One of them is Shackle. I think I will Shackle also make a mason. Oh, wait a second. Personality, greatly moved by art and natural beauty. Yeah. He is certainly a guy that will be good at crafting stuff. So he gets it. Sorry, sometimes I'm just switching over to the Dwarf Therapist. I don't want to activate it every time. I will show it to you sometimes. But most of the time I will just read it to you. By the way, how long are we into the episode? 22 minutes. Not a lot of stuff happened. This is more like a game you put in the background. But I talk. Oh, Farmer Jobby is fighting. Farmer became enraged and is not longer enraged. What happened to you, Jobby? Why are you enraged? Wasn't Jobby the guy that was really into screaming around a lot? G, Z. Socks and preferences. I've been fine. Unfocused by unmet needs. He's unfocused after becoming unable to acquire something. He's unfettered after staying occupied. So, not a big of a problem. Oh. See that? See that right there? Well, MDB, we need to talk at some point. Nice one. So our expedition leader already claiming his ground, so to speak. By the way, I have a bed now here. This is nice. This is really nice. So we're getting our first lovers, which will hopefully result in beautiful, beautiful Dwarfish babies. Which is an oxymoron, I know. But we will have the best Dwarfish babies. And I know that it's called an oxymoron. I just like to not call it that. Why am I putting up doors in here? I want the tables. I was wondering why I have so many tables. He hasn't worked that long for tables. Pretty long, by the way. Yeah, we need to get him away from the tables. Okay. This should be more than enough. Put some doors up here. So the meeting hall is closed. The meeting hall is really, really loud, especially when they are partying, and everyone else will be annoyed. Because if you have to work while everyone else around you is drinking and having birthday parties, and you're not invited, it can get difficult. Yeah. I think you can imagine the whole thing. By the way, as I'm seeing this kitchen there, just got built, we need to set something up that you never should forget. Especially if you're new to this game, this can cost you your whole game. So pay attention if you intend to play this game. Press Z. This brings you to your rules for your dwarves. And you want to go to kitchen. Make sure that plump helmets do not get cooked. seeds do not get cooked because you need your seeds for other stuff. Dwarven ale shouldn't be cooked. Oh, wait a second. Yeah, seeds is now activated by default. Oh, I nearly activated seeds. Yeah, do not cook seeds. They aren't really meant for that kind of stuff. You can cook milk, you can cook alcohol, even though I don't recommend it, but do not, and I repeat, do not cook seeds unless you really have to, because you have nothing else. Or because you're, or if you're really rich. Okay, yeah, but then I don't need to tell you this because then you know this stuff already. Okay, anyway, makes this a dining room. And of course, meeting hall, and this is a free table. So everyone can get in there now and eat. Toby is already back to the brewing again. No, it's Silphone actually, and Silphone is drinking the stuff he was brewing. So what have you brewed? A wine. Oh, he brewed some wine. Some tasty wine. Okay, now I remember what I've done wrong here. Because this isn't for kitchen. This is actually to put stuff in. And this is what I'm going to do. I was wondering, like, man, where was the stockpile I wanted to have there? Yeah, you know, now I remember. Okay, talking about remembering, can you please? I remark it for you. Even though I'm pretty sure I've done that already. But I really need you to dig these things out now. Because I want to bring my stuff in. Cannot do it right now because you are not doing your job. Do a hole here and do a hole there and do a hole everywhere. If it's get boring, you can just jump over it. Construction active, doesn't matter. Okay, let's build Silphone's office. He gets a table, he gets a chair. Because right now I cannot make statues. Because my craft dwarf needs to do other stuff. Wood and nest boxes. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Okay. Once he has finished that, everything will be fine. Please end this. I will need you later, but not right now. Right now you can use your knowledge and build me some nest boxes. I can show you the production, which is nice. So he just got some wood. Now he gets another log of wood. Good old hound. Doing a great job here. Another piece of wood. Okay, he already built 2 nest boxes. So now I'm putting up these nest boxes. No, it hasn't. Okay. Oh no, it's not just not counting because no one brought it over to the stockpile. And I don't have a manager. I need to have a manager at some point. I need to keep that in mind. This here will actually be the manager's room because this will be his office. And the manager is there to count your stocks, because if I'm going to stocks right now, I have like this question mark everywhere because I don't exactly know how much I've left, 50 or just 20, nobody knows. But if you have a manager, he will do constantly counting, so you don't have to worry about that stuff anymore. And it looks like my first harvest is ready. Migrants have arrived. Okay, everyone, and with that, I will end this Let's Play episode. After we have a good look on the migrants. Whoa, killed a donkey. And we have a look what they can and what they cannot do, and if they are married and stuff. And we will actually see it Actually, let's look at them right away. So, let me show you my dwarf therapist, which is, by the way, is a third-party program, but it works like a charm, and I can just recommend it. Okay, read all my dwarfs and sort them by arrival. Okay, and these are the guys that just arrived. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 new dwarfs, 2 of them kids. So basically I got 6 new workers, and we have Asmel, and Asmel is a wood burner. So we have someone that is good with making coal, and she's also good with plant processing and cooking. Adequate cook, raw level 2. Okay, she's not as good as Jobby. Yeah, it's Jobby. But she could get there. Need to keep that in mind. We have Erush. Erush is just a peasant, which means he has nothing on his side. See that? See that? Oh, yes! Yes! She is a beekeeper! So we will have bees! Pretty fast, pretty quick, nice! Oh man, I love some bees. Sorry, I'm really happy. Bees are great in this game. Anyway, he's a peasant, so we can do everything we want with him, and I think he will be our glass maker. Enod, what are you? You are a woodcutter. You're good at cutting wood. Raw level 2, just the same as Hound, but Hound is needed for other stuff as well, so let's remove it from him, and I think something up for you. The kids, how old are the kids? 6 and 7, so it will take 5 more years until I can really do something with them. They will grow up in my fortress. Who are your parents, by the way? I will look it up later, who their parents are. Likot. Likot is a fisher. So we have fishers now, so we don't need to send out to fish. He can be a hunter. But I don't need 2 fishers, actually. He's fine. He's fine. Value sacrifice. Disgusted by guys. Sees family as one of the most important things in life. Someone put off by commerce. Yeah, okay, you will be a fisher. And I can do other stuff with good old Likot. And we have another peasant, Urdim. And Urdim has nothing. Okay, let's see if any one of them has a military experience. Erush. Erush is actually good with a spear, so he might get to be our next military guy, because he's also a good armor user, shield, and a teacher. He's a good teacher. Wow, this is great. He's very slow to heal, but he's a good key teacher, which is super helpful if you're searching for someone to train your army. So Erush will be our teacher, I guess. She has some military background, which is great. Great stuff. Okay, and with the arrival of our new members of our society, I end this episode, and wait a second. The stray hen grabs the stray duck by the upper leg with her right wing. The duck is fighting, doing the same. Jobby got enraged again. Oh, this is great. Okay, this will get complicated pretty fast. And yeah, talking about complicated pretty fast, now we have not enough beds, but we will change that. Anyway, hope you will keep watching, and I end this episode, and I see you guys on the next episode of Dwarf Fortress, where we take the forest from the elves. See ya!